The Predator 500's 4-valve double overhead cam 4-stroke engine is a bit weak off the bottom even by 400 class standards. However, it makes up for it with a strong mid-range surge and good top-end over-rev improved for 2007 with a higher rev limit. In spite of its lack of torque, with plenty of rotating mass in the engine, the Predator 500 can still be lugged up steep climbs or rocketed to the top, letting its strong mid-range power do the work. Running through the gears, the Predator is a smooth shifter and has been since its tranny updates in 2004. The clutch never faded no matter how bad we have used it, and we really like the design of the handlebar-mounted reverse lever. At 47.5 inches wide, the Predator is narrow enough to fit down most trails, yet wide enough to provide good stability on the motocross track. When it came to cornering, Polaris put a lot of work into this machine. Long A-arms attached to narrow front frame rails to help minimize bump steer. The Predator's A-arms feature very little rake and very little caster, helping to minimize body roll and maximize cornering agility. The Predator's anti-squat rear suspension, designed to keep the rear shock from compressing under acceleration, helps the machine on hole shots and while climbing steep hills. In spite of its superb stability, with very little body roll up front and a rear end that can't compress when accelerating out of turns, when the Predator does decide to two-wheel, it can happen pretty unexpectedly. Along with its lower price tag, Polaris got rid of its Pro steering linkage for 2007. The Pro steering setup ran between the tie rod ends and the steering stem and worked similar to a steering stabilizer, but not quite as effective. Since the Predator is a bit twitchy wide open, we'll take our several $100s in savings and invest it in an adjustable aftermarket steering stabilizer. Just so you're aware, the payoff for the Predator's slight top and twitchiness is its superior corner carving ability. Fox Podium shocks delivered 10 inches of preload adjustable travel up front, with a whopping 11 inches of preload compression and rebound adjustable travel in the rear. The Predator 500 suspension works great in deep whoops until you reach full motocross speed where the rear end develops a slight tendency to swap. We slowed compression and sped rebound damming slightly, but were unable to completely calm the nervous rear end. Despite their stiff, crisp feeling, the Fox Podium shocks do a good job of absorbing small rocks and roots. Our larger test riders found the Predator suspension to be confidence-inspiring when it came to jumping. However, lighter test riders such as Aaron Meyer felt they couldn't make full use of the rear suspension on hard jump landings. We'd like to see a slightly softer rear spring that would allow for more sag for better setup for corners. However, the front suspension on the Predator is outstanding, and overall the two ends work pretty well together. In keeping with their Trail Tough and Track Ready motto, Polaris equipped the Predator 500 with some pretty outstanding features, including Maxxis Razor and Front Pro tires mounted on Douglas Ultimate wheels, a chromoly rear axle with a limited lifetime warranty, and steel-braided brake lines front and rear, which help give the Predator its incredible stopping power. At 405 pounds, it may be a bit heavy as a full-time motocross weapon. Even still, its stable, nimble handling combined with easy-to-ride open-class power allow the Predator to excel in all environments, making it one of the most versatile sport machines on the market today.